Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I really have to tell you a story. I had just got out of a meeting that was jarring. My center was kind of thrown off, and I was a little bit unbalanced. I thought I'm going to go home and get in bed and pull the blankets over my head until I can renew and restore. But to the right of me, I saw a mom with two little kids walking, and we got some long sideways. There was nothing nearby except you could see she'd come from the grocery store. She had two heavy bags, and she kept stopping to readjust them as she tried to bring her kids and corral her kids closer to her. They looked to be about 3, 4. They were young. So I'm just coming from this meeting. I just want to go home. I just want to put my head under the blanket. I just want to be there. But I know what I can do to center my own self. I can extend the love that's just kind of flickering in my heart that feels like it was going out the day before. And it felt so frightening that I began to sing out of nowhere Gregory Porter's There'll Be No Love Dying Here. The bird that flew in my window simply lost its way. The death of love is everywhere, but I won't let it be. There will be no love that's dying here for me. Whew. I turned my car around. I had to go way up and find a space to turn around. And then once I turned around, I had to turn around again to pick her up. And then we would have to turn around again to go where she was going. I yelled, Mama, get in. Rolled down my window. She could see me. She was like, oh, thank you. She got the kids in. I said, it's all right. I'm going to give you a ride. The kids were like, yay, a ride. Yay, a ride. She showed me where she lived, and it was an area I didn't even know existed. And it was quite a ways down this road and kept going. The road kept going. And I said, Mama, this is a long way. And she said, yeah, sometimes I get rides from people, and sometimes, you can't. And she told me where she'd gone, and that was really far. And she said, I started out early this morning, and I knew what I had been doing early that morning. And I was like, whoa. So I said, well, I want you to know that I live here and I have a daughter and I have another daughter. And anytime you need a ride, you can call me and somebody will give you a ride. You don't have to do this. You're not alone. And suddenly the thing that was weighing on my heart wasn't so heavy. It wasn't heavy at all. I wasn't alone, and we were in this journey together. I looked over at her and I saw my mother with grocery bags and loads of kids. And then I saw myself with loads of boxes of groceries from some kind of a food club and the steps that I'd have to take them up because I wanted to do it during school when the kids were in. But I didn't have to walk. She got out. I pulled up my bulletin. I wrote my phone number, church bulletin. I keep them in my car in case I need to give it to somebody. I wrote my name and phone number on it for her. I said, please call me. If you have any need at all, please call me. You're not alone. I started back home and I was thinking of this beautiful woman and her beautiful, beautiful kids. And I realized that I wasn't thinking about the meeting that I'd just had. It was a meeting to set up scans and scopes and all those lovely little words that we don't like to say, like biopsy, because they just found the day before had found something on my lung. We were setting things up and it looked like it was going to take longer. And I thought, all the people who go through this, and you just hear them go through this, and you hear about the bell ringing and you hear about the clear, but you don't hear about all the appointments and the things, the sticks and the pokes and the prods and the sicknesses that lead up to it. And I realized there will be no love dying here. I will not wallow into pity or self-doubt or fear. There will be no love dying here for me. I got home and learned that they could get me in sooner than thought. And I got in and things didn't get better. They just got, one thing was the same and then there were more. And it's all good because it's all God. And I wondered, what if we walked into a journey and allowed ourselves to be more godlike, to be more loving, to be more centered? Everything that throws me off requires balance. And the balance in life doesn't come from doing less or hiding away or removing myself from community. It comes from allowing others to love me. It comes from giving help wherever I can. It comes from doing the work that I've been called to do. There will be no love dying here for me. Love has to increase. Love has to grow. Love has to be bigger than any nodule that's found anywhere. Love never fails. Those of you who are going through this journey, who've been through this journey, I apologize for not understanding any part of the journey. And I look at you now and I see how amazing and loving you are to allow us to know, to allow us to love you. I love you. For the death of love is everywhere, but I won't let it be. There will be no love that's dying here for me. There will be no love that's dying here for me.